Okay, here is part 2 of our big collective Neokyo haul. The package with all of the cards has just arrived and I'm so excited. We're at a bit of a different angle today just so that I can sit down rather than standing because I feel like I know there's a lot to go through in here. So I'm going to go ahead, unwrap, take all my name off everything, and we can start. Okay, after taking off over 80 little pieces of paper with my name on it, everything's ready. I kind of just have them in piles everywhere all around here, so I'm just gonna grab them randomly. I'm not gonna sort them by group or really have any kind of order to it. I will just grab off the piles and then we will see what we get. So first we have this Mingyu Hengare card, which was for one of my group order joiners. I actually have this card. It is so stunning. Next we have a little set of a couple of Vernon's HMVs. We have his teenage HMV and his director's cut HMV. Very cute. I also want Dino's director's cut HMV now because it'll fit nicely on the page with his HMV too, but I haven't gotten it as of yet, so we'll see if I end up with it in the future. I kind of already have another batch of cards that's all for me and my friend and not a group order that we're just waiting for everything to come to the warehouse so that we can ship it out already, even though I hadn't even gotten this package yet. Neokyo had a no fee sale for their birthday a couple days ago, and we kind of went a little bit insane. So we'll already have enough cards to send out this batch, so I'm not going to be getting any more soon, but look out for a lot of the boys. Anyway, this is a Wanu and Ode set, which is for one of my group order joiners. So we have one of his hope cards and one of his real cards. We have this 2017 Carrotland unit card, Vernon and Dino. I also put in a request for Vernon's solo cards from Carrotland 2017, and it went through, and like I paid for it, and it took over a month for the cards to arrive at the warehouse. Like they arrived after this package was shipped out, and I bought these cards, this card and that set at the same time. I was really convinced that Neokyo were just going to say, oh, it's not coming, and refund me, but they never did, and the cards actually showed up, and I'm shocked. So they'll be in the next package, and I'm sure I'll tell that story again, but nothing has ever taken that long. And here we have Sungwan's one side card for your choice. I'm collecting OT13 for this set. I have a couple in here, but I mostly have all of the expensive members left, so we'll see how I go collecting that set. I luckily pulled Wanu in my album, but I still have to buy Jonghan Mingyu and a couple other members. Here is a Carrotland 2018 DK set, which is for one of my group order joiners. We have his solo cards. And 2 of his unit cards. Cute. Next up we have Wanu's Lenticular for Hare, which is also for one of my group order joiners. Why can I not get it to lenticular? Oh, because he smiles. Interesting. I call these cursed lenticulars because normally the difference is their eyes opening and closing, which is just quite eerie to me, but I collect Vernon's. But this one's smiling. we have the one-side card for Chol. This card is so cute. Scripps really outdid himself the Your Choice era with his photo cards and all of his lucky draws, and everything was so cute. And here we have a bigger set of Wanu's Hare cards. These I'll just leave in the sleeves. We have his shiny card, his cake card, his like faraway biker concept, and then 2 of his little frame card. That's also for a group water joiner. Next we have this DK and Shua unit from Untitled Japan, also for a group water joiner. This is so precious. Next we have the one-side card for Uzi. Very gorgeous. This is going to be, I think, my prettiest OT13 set once it's complete. I feel like a lot of people are also collecting the same OT13 set. Or the other, no, the B-side version with the pool balls. That one's really cute too. Here we have a Garretland 2017 DK and Shua card. This is also for a group water joiner. I am also finally completing incomplete with this haul. So we have 2 unit cards. This one, which I didn't need for Vernon, but I'll happily put in my everyone else section. Uzi, DK, Tongan, and Mihal. And one of 2 of the cards, the unit cards with Vernon. Mingyu, Tina, Vernon, Toon, and Shua. And this one's a special. We have this Dino set of incomplete cards because it came with the last unit that has him and Vernon. And it came with these 2 super cute Dino cards, which I'm also happily keeping. I don't collect any non-album for Dino, but I will happily put him in with everyone else's stuff. Next is this set of a couple of chase cards for Kevin. I wasn't collecting him when I bought this set, but it was just too cute and too good of a price that I got it anyway, and now I do collect him. But it was very great of a price because of this card. We have his Make Style Holo. So pretty. Here's a big Carrotland 2020 set for Vernon. It came with a bunch of dupes, I'm pretty sure. But here's one of his big Polaroid cards. And then here's the other one. Very pretty. Then we have his solo card with the diamond. And a bunch of this unit card with Dino. We have his greenback solo card. And the other one. And then again, a bunch of this unit card with Dino. So I already have his unit card to Jonghan and his other one of him in this purple outfit. So that finishes Carrotland for me. Awesome, Carrotland 2020. So we have this little DK set. This is also for a group water joiner. This is one of his cards with the Sem. And one of his Hengare cards. All the Hengare cards are so stunning. Okay, here's the last Vernon card that I need for You Make My Day. It's one of his follow cards. I would have said it in the first clip, but Follow You Make My Day was the last like cards that I needed to complete Vernon's Korean album collection. So it'll be very exciting, and you'll get to see me complete his collection in my card storing video. Next we have this gorgeous Minghao card, which is for my friend. I saw it for super cheap, and she doesn't collect cards. She's just started collecting Tangbin from Stray Kids, but it's her first time ever collecting, and she doesn't collect for 17, but she loves Minghao. So I sent her this and said, do you want it? And she did, so she got it. Okay, we have another You Make My Day follow card. This one, again, is for a group order joiner. This one's DK. Very pretty. These I am so excited for. Here we have my first ever lucky draws. I found these for quite a good price, I feel, and I couldn't leave it behind because look at this one. So we have Soundwave and MTU. And the good thing about lucky draws is like they are like credit cards, which is like good and bad, because it could, like, they are quite heavy and that's not always the best for cards in a binder, but like, you know that they're safe. Here they are, so stunning. We have a Vernon set for the Happy Ending Showcase. So first off, we have his cursed lenti. Like they're cursed because like they can be like that. Like that's but very cute, just not in the middle phase. And we have his card with the carrot. So cute. We have this one of him in a white outfit. And him in the black outfit. Except we have this DK Dome Tour set. Everything else in this order that's DK is for my group order joiner that collects DK. But this set is mine purely because it should also be in this package. But I bought a set of cards that I thought when I bought it had the last unit cards that I needed for DK and Vernon and June and Vernon. And it does have that last June and Vernon that I need, but it has the DK and Vernon unit that I already have in it twice. So even after buying that listing, I still needed this card. So I bought it as a part of a DK set just so that I could have a couple different cards, and I'll happily keep those as well. So here's DK and Vernon. Here's DK and Minghao. And one of DK's solo cards. So cute. Dome. Okay, so now we have this set. If you know anything about 17 and their concert trading cards, you will know how much money Time and Edge in Japan cards go for. I don't know why. If someone knows why, I'd love to know. But they go for so much money. I feel like I got this set for an okay price. Pretty good, I think. I see listings of not even full member sets from more expensive members go for over $100, which is insane, like 100 Australian dollars. And but his Vernon set, Brother Bullet just got it. Here's his Polaroid. this concept card. And his cute card with the glasses. We are all that emoji. The passive aggressive upside down heart smiley face. This one, he's pulling a little unimpressed face. Cute little bong bong. And we have his sparkly concept card. And the set that I bought it with also came with a couple other cards. It came with his Hengare Weverse pre-order benefit. And his regular Fallen Flower card, which I do already have. I think there's also another one in here of this, not gonna lie. So his Fallen Flower HMVs, which I didn't have, so that's good. And his Hengare HMV sticker. And next up is this bittersweet set for a group order joiner. The seller decorated the sleeve with these cute little stickers. Okay, and then we also have Minghao's Your Choice One Side card from my set. So stunning. We have this set, which is in this cute little strawberry bag. I believe this is a set for a group order joiner. If it's a set, I think it is. I think it's an S group set. Yes. So we have this one. It's one of his You Made My Dawn cards, the Eternal Sunshine version. We have an ode card for Begin. We have two cards from Hope, one of his berets, and one of his whiteback cards. We have a unit with Sungwon from Carrotland 2020. Then we have a few cards from Dome Tour. So we have this one. This one. Oh, his smile. We have this unit 3 times. And lastly, this one. Super, super cute. And here's another S group set for that same group order joiner. Not a set, just the one card. This one is from an Ode Reel. Pouty Coops. And again, for a group order joiner, we have another bittersweet card. Sounds Mingyu, number 29. And here we have a Kevin and Jacob card. This is their unit from the Sphere. It was either the pre-order benefit or first press. I don't remember, but here's their unit. Another S-Crypt set for my group order joiner. We have some incomplete cards, so 2 of this one. And then a Pouty Coops. Okay, and then here we have a Diamond Edge and Korea unit card There's this Shua and DK for a group photo joiner. Okay, next is this Minghao card from We Make You for a group photo joiner. It's very, very pretty. And here is a Vernon set. We have his black Going magazine card, which I did not have yet. I pulled the white set in my copy. We have this card from Real, which is the reason I bought this set. This is the last card I needed for an ode. We have this an ode card from Truth. His Ode to You Off the Record photo book PC, which I also didn't have. And this is a Interpark. Interesting. I might keep it in that. It seems to be that that's the original packaging it came in. Interesting. This is one of Vernon's fan sign cards for Hingare. This is his Interpark. We have two cards from Dome Tour. This is his last Dome Tour card that I needed, but there will be another one in this haul as well. And then we have this Dome Tour card, which I'm assuming is also in this order again as well, but I do already have extras of this. Here we have a Dino card for 11 letter repackage. His is so cute, him with the train, and his other one, which is in this hall somewhere, is him playing with little toy cars. Next is a DK You Made My Dawn card for a group photo joiner. Here we have a little Dino set, because it came with the last Going 17 card I needed and the last L1 card I needed, which is super cool. So here's his Going 17 Make-A-Wish version, so cute. And here's the last L1 card I needed. I feel like that was the last card I needed for L1, but not the last card I have on hand. I think I still have another one coming. I believe it's in the next order, I think. I don't think it's here. And here we have two of his cards from Dome Tour, so his Polaroid. Oh, so that one's Dome Tour, and this one is Ode to Japan. Very cute. Next we have this big in-house set for a group order joiner. So we have one of his cards for Hitori Janai. Another one. This one I believe is his regular, but don't quote me. Yes, this is his regular. And we have a 24-hour special HMV. Another one of that same regular Hitori Janai card. This one is Fallen Flower. We have an ode card. This one is Real. Semicolon. Oh, this one did come damaged, unfortunately. Oh, that's a shame. We have a Fallen Flower HMV. There we go. is one of his You Make My Dawn cards. A Dawn version. We have another one of that same HMV. And his other Fallen Flower HMV. The HMV for Hitori Janai. And then that same HMV again. And we have two of his carrot version PCs for Hitori Janai. Next we have a couple of an ode HMVs for Vernon. I found these for such an amazing price for the set. It was insane. We have this one. We have this one. Very, very, very cute. So next up, I haven't talked about this on the channel or on Instagram or anything yet, but I collect Yang now. I've actually almost finished this collection with this haul and the next haul. I only have about 3 cards left, excluding Takeoff, because I'm just acting like that card doesn't exist because I can't bring myself to pay what it goes for. But here's his holo card from the 90s Love trading card set. I didn't intend on getting this, but the holo is so pretty and it's nice and thick. It's much thicker than I expected. Here we have a set from Vernon. We have his circle card from Semicolon. We have a card from Real for an ode, and I bought this set for his director's cut sunset version. Okay, next up is a hip-hop team card from Idol Cut in Japan. This card is just so cute and I really wanted it, and I used it as the last card to fill up a 9-pocket page, and that's where I'm going to be satisfied collecting Idol Cut in Japan. But I love this card so much. Okay, here we have that set I was talking about with the dupe DK Dome Tour units. So we have Vernon's unit for Semicolon with Uchi, which I did still need. There we go. And we have this card, which I do already have. So now I have 3. Then we have his 2 unit cards with June. I did already have this one, but I did need this one. I'm so sorry if you can hear children screaming outside. We have a little Vernon set. We have a card for Fallen Flower. And one of his HMVs for Semicolon. Okay, that seems like it'll come off, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, for Group Joiner, here we have a Haru unit card, DK and Shua. another Vernon set. So these two were the last two cards I needed for his Hitori Janai set. I think I still want to get two of his HMVs just to fill up that page, but I'm done with all the album cards. Here's his regular, which I did actually get in a group order a while ago. We have this one, I think is his Limb B. I will correct myself if I'm wrong. And I think his Limb C? I don't know, but you'll know because I've edited it in. Okay, another DK and Shua O2 Japan card for my group order joiner. These are so precious. Like Shua just looking off into the distance. Okay, next up is our first card for Cholmo's haul. This is his We Go Up card, which is my favorite of all of his cards. It's so cute. I am super glad to finally have it. Here we have another DK You Make My Day card, my group order joiner. This is so precious. And here is Dino's entire You Make My Day set, which I was so happy to find all together. So here is this Follow logo back. Here's Follow ribbon back. Here's Set the Sun logo back. Here's Meet logo back. Here's Set the Sun ribbon back. And here's Meet ribbon back. I feel like You Made My Day is also an amazing card set. I just feel like a lot of 17's cards are amazing, the cutest things ever, just a joy to collect. And just like I found Dino's entire You Make My Day set, I also found his entire Hengane set together with the bookmarks, which I wasn't intending on collecting for him, but I'm very happy to have and keep. So we have his Hana version cards. Here's Tour version cards. Set. And that. With the infamous 4-cut. As well as his bookmarks. I'm just going to leave them in the plastic the seller has them in. This is his net bookmark, his set bookmark. This one is Tour. This one is stunning. This one is Hana. And this one is Tour. Right? Yes. Yes. Next is this quite large Vernon set that I found. It's quite the mix of everything, but it had a few things in it that I needed. So it was definitely worth it. It did also say that it would come with one of his entry cards for Happy Ending, I believe, which is not here. I don't think it's anywhere else in the pile. To be honest, I'm not that fussed about it. I don't collect his entry cards, so I was going to put it with everyone else's stuff anyway in my binder. But here is his postcard for AL1, which I did need. We have a Happy Ending card. Here's We Make You regular. Here is a Mangne Line unit from Idol Cut Korea. And one of his solo cards from the same set. We have another one of his Happy Ending cards. Then from Carrotland 2018, we had his solo set. As well as some of his units, and I did actually need all of these, and they finish my Carrotland 2018 set. So we have him and Dino, him and S-Coops, and him and Uzi. Oh, so much smiley Vernon. We have another Happy Ending Showcase Lenti. Another one of these Dome Tour cards. And then the rest of these cards I already have. We have another Dome Tour. Another one of these. Another Dome Tour. And one of his selfies from Haru. Jonghan is an angel. Just kidding. Cute little 17 washi tape. This is Vernon's Love Little Bookmark, the Korean version. I believe in the Japanese version he's looking up towards the camera. Then we have a Dino set, which has the last card I needed and his bookmark, which I do already have. The bookmark, I needed the card. I bought the 11-letter repack special edition from a friend of a friend who was selling it, and it came with Vernon's Polaroid and Dino's bookmark, which is super cool. Oh my gosh, help. Okay. Okay. Here is Dino's bookmark. Also his Korean version. And here is the last card I needed for him. Very, very cute, super exciting. We have a Chonla set. These are his jewel case cards for Hot Sauce. Here's his selfie AR card. And his AR clip card. Here's another Your Choice DK card. This one's for a group auto donor. Came in this really cute sleeve. This is his other side card. Another Yang. This is one of his cards for Awaken the World. I believe this is the Awakened version. so I don't mess up my tempo. And this is one of his kickback cards, his hitchhiker version. All of the kickback cards are so cute. Especially Henry's. Henry's, that era was god tier. Okay, here's another Young set, which I think is the last in this haul. It is his departure set from Resonance. We have his selfie. And his ID. Okay, on to the final pile of things now. We have okay, no, I won't because there's table over it. This is Dino's Love and Letter Polaroid. Here we go. Super, super, super cute. We have a fan sign card, I believe, or POB, for semicolon for Vernon. I'm pretty certain it's Soundwave. I just love this outfit. I'm 99.9% sure this is only Australia, but it reminds me, it's very much gives me a huge Blue's Clues feel. So I love that card. Okay, next we have 2 hip-hop team cards for Dome Tour. I already have the sparkly hip-hop team one, so these 2 complete Dome Tour entirely for me for the cards that I want to collect. So here we have the selfie. Q with hearts. Interesting. And the second concept card. And then keeping with hip-hop, we have a Haru set. I believe, again, I already have this sparkly one. It's so cute with them all smiling. We have the other concept card. And the selfie. For Haru, I still need Vernon's unit cards, and I really want the OT13 vertical card, the one with the like blue background, even though I have a lot of OT13 cards set out in my binder that like I wanted to collect, but I think that I might take them all out, most of them, but I'll think about it. But I definitely do want that Haru OT13 one with the blue background, the vertical one. Here's another Vernon set, an ode HMV. Another card from Truth. One of his You Make My Day cards. Set the Sun logo. Another, the Poet card, which I do believe I got in the first part of my haul, and I said I think it was a double, and this is why I thought it was a double. So one of them I'll be keeping. And then I bought this set for these 2 cards. These were 2 of the last ones that I needed from Begin. I love that for like, I swear everyone else's cards, you have like 2 pictures in this outfit and 2 in this outfit. But for just one of Vernon's Begin cards, he's just missing the shirt. And then the other one, he has like a shirt with like a tie button, like all the way up. Very interesting. Next is a set of Make Star POVs for the boys that I found for a very, very, very good price, and it had both Kevin and Jacob, so I got it. So here's Jacob. The backs are all the same. And then Kevin. Here we have Sangyeon. We have Eric. Hangyeon. And Yonghoon. I already have this Yonghoon card, and I will be keeping the Sangyeon for sure, but I do also kind of want to keep these because they're so cute. But we'll see if I end up keeping them or if I end up putting them up for sale. And another Vernon set with the last card that I needed for Begin, and then that Full of Flower card again. Here's the Begin card. And his Full Flower regular. Next we have what is quite a giant Dino and Ode set. I believe there's 13 cards in here, and I did need 11 of them. And this set was an insane price. So that's super exciting. Okay, so here we have 2 cards from Begin, and they are 2 I already had. I have 2 out of 4 of his Begin cards, and of course these are the 2 that I already have. We have his full set for Hope. Three of his cards for Truth. This one is so cute. And then his full set for Real. So I was super lucky to find this set, and I have since secured the rest of his and Ode cards that I didn't have on Makari. So I will be finishing his and Ode collection with the next Neokyo haul. With Dinos that I've secured, I have everything secured except for his Boys B cards and 2 of his Teenage cards. Everything else I have secured on the way to me here or in my binder. So that's super exciting. Here's a big random Dino set. We have his Your Choice HMV. Which is luckily not one of the ones that is upside down. We will get to Vernon's. There are a few members that happened with. Another incomplete card. One of his cards for Semicolon, which I do already have. I actually have 2 of. I have that one in his collection and in my OT13 set. And we have his Beside card for Your Choice. I do really love this set too. I might go back and collect it one day, we'll see. And this is his Universal Music Japan, I believe. Pre-order benefit. It's just a glossy photo. And his mini card for the side and one side. I pulled his unit card with June in my album, and I traded for his beside postcard, and the other two should be in here as well. Okay, next up we have a Vernon set. I bought his director's cut postcards with his plot photo card. Okay, so here's his photo card. And his postcard set. Very pretty. Next up is Wanu's 11-letter Polaroid for a group order joiner. It's so cute. We have a Your Choice set from Vernon. All I needed for him were his two other side postcards and this mini card. So we have his solo one-side postcard, his other side postcard. Two of his one-side mini card. That way, I guess. Still looks upside down. And then his Universal Music Japan, I believe, photo as well. This one, I managed to find all of Vernon's lenties for You Make My Day and You Make My Dawn, as well as his You Make My Dawn behind the scenes cards in a set. Behind the scenes cards. This one, which I already had, the Eternal Sunshine. I had two of these and one lenti. Everything else I needed. This is the one I needed. Beautiful, his Dawn version. And this is his before Dawn version. I did actually pull this in my album. Even his collar. And then for lenties, we have his before Dawn lenti. His Dawn lenti. And his Eternal Sunshine lenti, which I did already have. This one is very pretty. There we go. And for You Make My Day, we have his Meat lenti. His Set the Sun lenti. And his Follow lenti. So happy to be able to complete those with one big set. Next up is a big toddler set for Hot Sauce and Hello Future. This was everything that I needed to complete both albums except one card, which I did luckily pull in a group order, so I'm very, very thankful to that group order manager. I did not pull a single toddler in my Hot Sauce albums. I am very markedly blessed. So So here we have most of his cards. We have his crazy version card. And the boring version is the one I got in the group order. So here's his chilling card. And his Cafe Dream. And here's his Hot Sauce Mumo card, which I'm going to leave in the sleeve. And for Hello Future, here is a dupe for me future version card. Here's Dream Agent card. And here's Mumo Shop Benefit. I love this cardigan. I crochet things, like plushies mostly. So I tried for a second, like 2 seconds, to try and crochet that cardigan and gave up very quickly. Maybe one day. We have another Vernon set. So in this set I needed a couple of the Anode cards, the HMV, and one of the incomplete cards. So here is a real card, which is a dupe for me, but then I needed these ones from the Poet. So we have a dupe again. I did need this one for the first time. I pulled his other of this one in my album. We have this incomplete card, which is also a dupe for me, but I did need his special card. And then another dupe incomplete card. And then we have the upside down HMV. It's intended to be horizontal, which is why the name's here, and that's completely fine. But the way that they've printed the back is this way. He should have been like this. And so I'm very conflicted about whether to put him in my binder so that this is upside down or that the front's upside down. So we'll see what I end up doing. I know that happened to a couple members. It definitely happened to Jihoon as well, but I don't remember who else. I swear it must have been more than just them. And we have a postcard set for your choice. We have Vernon and Wanu's units. We have Wanu's beside. And then another unit. Okay, here's the last set for Dino. We have his one side postcard and his other side postcard. Here's his side mini card. Then we have two of his photo cards. We have his other side and his one side. Which will complete his set for me. I do have another one of this card on the way for my OT13 set, same with Vernon, but for their separate collections, that's complete. Okay, second to last item is some more incomplete cards for Vernon. This will finish my set for him. We have this card, which is a dupe for me. But I did need this card. This is the last card I needed. And we also have his little ID photo, which I made a little backing card for my binder so that it'll be photo card sized. Okay, and then very last for this haul, we have a film festival set for Jacob. So here's his ticket. We have 4 of his cards. A couple of them are from the card wallet, I believe, but don't quote me on which ones. I'll probably edit in where each one's from. Here's the Polaroid. We have this one. And this one. And here's another one in the same outfit. This is so cute. I got them for a really good price. Okay. You're gonna assume this one has a number. So I'd say this one's from the trading card set. Maybe also this one. And then these two are card holders. But I will let you know. Here is a little layout of not even like a third of the stuff that I got. Not even including anything for my group order joiners. I am very, very, very grateful to be in a position where I can get all these cards and nice things, and I'm very, very, very happy to have them, and I can't wait to show you me putting them away. If you sat through this entire haul, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks, have a nice day.
E Moonbay, and then A minor Moonbay.